Good Thursday morning. It is definitely warm out there. We don't have a lot of fog because the breezy conditions have already started. Let's dive into the Thursday morning show sponsored by HB Neal Construction. We've got this cold front that makes its way into the region, right? Looks like it will, but it actually will not go all the way down towards the coast. In other words, we're going to be pretty warm later today, this afternoon. Temperatures getting into the upper 70s to mainly into the low 80s. But with this front coming close to us, this is going to bring some pretty breezy conditions today. 30 to 35 mile per hour gusts can be possible at times, thanks to our sponsor of Switch Electric showing us what's going on in the satellite and radar. No rain right now. That kind of picks up as we get into Friday and Saturday, just 30 to 40% coverage. Look at the temperatures. We've got the strong southerly flow. Several areas already at 70 degrees this morning. It's 6:59 a.m. and we're already talking 70, 71 degrees over there towards Houston. Here locally, we're anywhere from the upper 60s to near 70, Lake Charles at 68. Even far to the north, like Hemphill, that normally is one of our coolest spots, is warm as well too, currently at 68, 69 degrees. And look at the temperature difference from this morning versus yesterday morning, anywhere from 8 to 10 to up to 12 degrees warmer this morning, thanks to the warm, moist air that's coming in off the Gulf. And this is thanks to Do Good Credit Union showing us that change. It's very interesting. If you don't like the weather here in Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana, just sleep on it. It will be different. Here is our outdoor and construction forecast for today, sponsored by Modern Concrete and Material. Lots of clouds on the way today. Temperatures will get into the upper 70s by the time we get into lunchtime, and then we will top off into the really anywhere between 80 to 82 degrees. But the biggest thing we need to watch for construction-wise, you got anybody going high up into the sky, remember, 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts will be an issue later this morning, especially later this afternoon. The winds will start dying down a little bit this evening. Now, one of the biggest things we will be watching far to the north, we do have several people that are going up and having to deal with some of these fires. So there is another big fire risk into the Texas Panhandle in parts of the southern plains. You got these really strong wind gusts, very dry humidity. All of this is playing a big role in making the critical fire spreading in these zones. We've seen some large fires already. No big issues here, but one of the main reasons I'm showing this, we've got this cold front coming in Friday, mainly into Saturday, so some of this dust, some of this could get into our region. So anybody that deals with allergies, anything of that nature, kind of get ready. We might see some of this get on our cars, so might need to wash our vehicles coming in Saturday night, mainly on Sunday, as all that dust gets on all of our vehicles and our homes. This is the risk for storms today. Nothing here locally, but there is a chance for some severe weather. It's February, and look how far to the north there is a risk for some storms. You could see some strong to severe storms, possibly some isolated tornadoes in parts of Illinois and Indiana. This is another reason we will have breezy conditions. One thing I've always said when we get into spring, when we have really strong winds here in southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana and the system swinging through, typically, more than likely, somebody in the United States is catching some pretty nasty weather, and that's what can happen later this afternoon. We've got the strong southerly flow here locally. All of that moisture is heading far to the north in Indiana and Illinois. No issue here. What we're seeing across southeast Texas is this front trying to get into our region. It's just not going to make it. The front that actually will make it is going to be the one that comes in on Saturday. Notice by Saturday, it kind of stalls out a little bit on the coast, but by the time we get into Saturday evening into Sunday morning, it finally gets down into the Gulf. That means drier and cooler air is on the way Sunday. Temperatures mainly into the low to mid 60s, low to mid 60s coming up on Sunday. High pressure moves into our region coming up Sunday night into Monday. This makes for a really nice Sunday night, especially early next week. Monday and Tuesday will be our coldest morning. Likely on Tuesday mornings as high pressure moves in. Could have a frost in our northern counties and parishes, so something we will keep watching. Temperatures mainly into the mid to upper 30s coming up. Rainfall outlook, there can be a chance for some isolated showers today. Just 10% coverage jumps up to 30% coverage Friday as that front approaches our region, and then Saturday as that front is really right over our area, we can still have 20 to 30% coverage. And then it's dry after that. So let's put this in motion. Thanks to our sponsor, Silsby Ford. We can see some isolated showers today, just 10% coverage this afternoon. By the time we get into this evening, we're going to continue seeing a lot of the clouds. Can see an isolated shower or two, but it's not until we get into Friday that coverage picks up. Again, 30 to possibly 40% coverage we can see along the coast and the I-10 corridor. This will spread inland, and so a good number of people can see some of these passing showers. Rainfall totals are on the lighter side, nothing heavy out of this. And by the time we get into Friday evening, again, lots of clouds and still having some of these passing showers can still be in the forecast. But again, nothing too heavy. Afternoon high temperatures today. Along the coast, you'll be the lucky ones being a little bit cooler into the upper 60s, mainly into the low 70s, but Further you get inland along the I-10 corridor and further north, pretty much getting to near 80, upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Again, thanks to our sponsor of Seals Before. Overnight tonight, we will watch for the potential for some dense fog, but the breezy winds might help this make, not be an issue, the dense fog, but still we could see some patchy fog tonight. Going to be pretty warm, mainly into the middle to upper 60s. Some areas could be very similar to what we dealt with last night, getting into the upper 60s, getting near 70s. Far to the north, that cold front will reach you like St. Augustine and Lufkin, so you'll get to be lucky getting into the 50s. We'll finally start seeing that later this weekend, though. But here's our 7-day forecast for Southeast Texas. Breezy conditions today and again tomorrow, and really even into next week as well. But we've got some rain chances picking up Friday into Saturday as that front moves into our region. And then a big cool down's on the way Sunday in the 60s. Look at Monday and Tuesday in the low 60s, but 40s and 30s return to the region Sunday, and then our coldest morning will be on Tuesday. We will be watching for the potential for a frost, mainly north of the I-10 corridor. Just throwing some names out there like Lumberton, Jasper, Kirbyville, D. Ritter. These areas could see a frost coming up on Tuesday morning. And then some more breezy conditions coming in on Wednesday. Same thing for Southwest Louisiana. A big-time breezy day today. 30 to 35 mile per hour gusts are possible. Again, tomorrow on Friday. That cold front comes in on Saturday, and it cools us down really nicely Sunday into early next week, mainly into the low 60s as our afternoon highs, and then we'll start seeing 40s and 30s returning to the region as we get into Sunday, mainly into early next week with the coldest morning on Tuesday. Good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. We're talking about some severe weather far to the north. It's not an issue for us, but if any of your friends or family is traveling, they can download this app. Gives them all the watches and warnings that they need. Some people have been buying a lot of plants, wondering how cold it's actually going to get. Download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. You can put in your location. It will tell you how cold it gets. We'll be watching for the potential for a frost coming in on Monday, mainly on Tuesday morning, but other than that, shouldn't have any big problems with anybody that's been buying the plants. Tropical plants need to come inside. They need to get a little bit of warmth, but other than that, shouldn't be a big problem at all. Y'all have a good Thursday. Thanks for tuning in. I will see y'all again Friday morning. Mr. Lucas Boswick will have our 7-day forecast later this afternoon, getting into the evening time hours with his next evening video as well, too. So thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good Thursday morning and a wonderful Thursday. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the breezy winds today. See y'all again.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by
At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play, and stay connected no matter where you are.